Hey, everybody. So, when we're working with our intuition, there are a lot of different techniques that you can learn to actively practice developing your intuition. What I want to talk about today is a couple of the things that cut off our intuition. Some of the things that can silence that or quiet that are fears, are our limitations, are our judgments or our thoughts, our likes and our dislikes. If we have really strong preferences about something, guess what? We're not going to pay attention. We're actually going to just push aside what we're sensing because we have such strong opinions about things. One of the symptoms to know that you are in a space where you're cutting off your intuition is this feeling that you're all alone. If you ever get that space, and I don't mean that beautiful feeling like, oof, man, it's so nice to just be, it's almost that lonely feeling like there's no support, there's no connection. That's what I mean when I say that feeling that you're all alone. That's actually a flag kind of waving saying, hey, there's something off a little bit. Because the reality is that we are never disconnected. Even when we think we're disconnected, even when we're creating separation, which we are powerful, so we can create that feeling of separation, it is actually impossible for us to be separate, to be disconnected from everything, from all energy out there, all of life itself. We are a part of it. So if you're feeling that, that's a little sign that, hey, I need to really check in. I need to go back and kind of tune into what is it that is making me feel that way? Where are my thoughts going? Where I have lost that sense of belonging. Maybe you've been isolating yourself physically, mentally. When you physically and mentally isolate yourself, then spiritually you're going to feel cut off. So all of that energy is going to cut off your intuition. It's going to cut off your flow. So a lot of times I will hear people say, I don't feel like my guidance is around or that I'm being guided. I feel like I'm doing it all alone. And I stand very firmly in saying that that's a self-fulfilling prophecy. That is completely and utterly on you. Because the moment you get in that space and that knowingness and that trust and that feeling, not just I believe it, but I know it with certainty, with conviction, just how connected I am, just how supported I am, just how loved I am. Once you're in that feeling, all of a sudden things relax and the floodgates open up again. You're able to tap in and dial into that natural rhythm, that natural flow that is aligned with the universe. You're able to receive those messages clearly. So, first and foremost, that is one of the top things that I can say to help your intuition. I think so many people want to get, they like, okay, give me the structure, the exact structure. How do I work with my intuition? And there's plenty of that. But without what I'm talking about, none of that structure works. None of those practices, none of those exercises, none of those techniques work if I don't have that more relaxed, connected feeling that I'm talking about. So, this is your invitation. What are those things that you know you can do to feel connected, to feel belonging, to feel in community, to feel there's a tribe with you? Like I said, that can be more of a spiritual connection that you create where you really connect in with the earth and the universe in meditation and in those kind of practices. Or you can connect with people in a way that feels authentic and deep, that feels vulnerable. Allow yourself to be seen, to be witnessed. When you do that, you will find that some of that angst, some of that thing that what's bottling you up, what's cutting that off will open up. Okay, everybody, hopefully you got something out of that. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, like this video, share it with friends and family. And if there's any way I can be of service any further, please feel free to reach out. All of the information on how you can connect with me will be in the description in this video. And I look forward to talking with you again soon.